All right. Well, happy weird Tuesday. Um, I don't know if anybody here is local, but we live in North Dallas, and so we had a snow day. We got our 1 inch of ice, and so our whole economy has shut down. Um, and if it sounds like I'm a little bit down tonight, I'm not. I'm just a little stressed, coming down from a little bit of anxiety, because my second executive producer, hey Kennedy Sugar, Kennedy, can you wave? Can you wave? She decided to bite through her lip today about an hour and a half ago and really just scare mommy and daddy. Um, how's your lip feeling, Sugar Butt? It feels good. That's what I like to hear. So our bedtime tonight is a little messed up. So she's hanging out for a little bit. She'll say bye before she goes downstairs for some sleep, so she can say hi to everybody. But uh, she's all good. She just was trying to run up the stairs and missed a step and caught herself with her chin. Yeah, she missed step number one, but she is all good. I appreciate it. She has a swollen lip, and she was a little uncomfortable, but all in all, she's doing well. She's a trooper. But let's go ahead and hop right in. I am really happy to start off the stream today by saying that my goal when playing through part one and part two of the DLC was to get my buddy Prospect and Krakus invested in this game, and I can proudly say, as of this morning, uh, Prospect bought this game and played it for 5 hours. So, uh, Chad, of course, I got you, bud. Let's show off the drip cam. So it's cold, so I got the beanie straight from Ireland. Okay, keeping me warm. I'm rocking Old Navy sweats. Get the butt in the cam, and then just a shirt from Target, long sleeve, baseball cut, just to stay warm in the cold weather. So uh, I would say my drip tonight is probably a 4 out of 10, but as far as comfort is concerned, a 10 out of 10. I am nice and toasty warm. So, without any further ado, I'm super excited to get into it, and I feel like a lot of the intro stuff that I want to talk about has would be easier to explain once we get in. So, if this is your first time here, thank you so much. If you're watching a replay of this and you like it, please feel free to follow. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday nights, and I got a good group of friends that I stream with. Tonight's going to be a solo stream, and then I've got some exciting things in February, which I'll talk about later on. But without further ado, let's jump right back into the game because I think we're going to have some excitement today. So, as to not spoil the game, we've been playing through the Desolation of Mordor, which is one of the two DLC packs. It adds a new map and it adds a new playable character with completely different abilities. So we're going to be playing through this as uh, Presley is back there with the monster. So I guess it isn't a complete solo solo clown show. She's on full mommy duty there, Prospect. um, Speaking of which, now that you've put a couple hours into this game, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But while he's typing that out, we're back here in Lithliad, which is one of the maps. And so you can see our goal today before the end of the stream is we are going to conquer that castle and specifically that keep. Last time we finished off, we were about 60% of the way complete. And so today the hope is that we can actually get through the rest of this. And what that entails is you can kind of see here. This is the map broken down. Here is the castle and the keep, and then there are all these different regions. We left off last time taking over these 3 outposts, which are going to give us bonuses when we actually storm the castle. This time, the hope is going to be that we can kill off some more of these captains. We are going to take these last 2 outposts as to surround the castle. And then you'll notice we have all of these mission icons with the crowns above their head. This is actually going to be. What's up, Rhino? Good to hear from you, buddy. I haven't talked to you since last night on a Mr. Jodes stream when I was giving you all sorts of hell. Um, but we're going through and we're going to go through all of these kind of side quests. And what these side quests are going to do is give us an option to make the siege on the castle easier. And so as we go through those, we're really going to be looking at tearing down different layers of the castle's defenses. So we're going to start with the outposts and maybe a little bit of orc hunting, and then we're going to work through those. I think we have 4 story missions left. And then we are going to have the big raid on the castle. If my gameplay is just top notch tonight, I've already set aside some time at the end for us to go through the normal campaign and to do a online siege. So it would basically just be a standalone siege. It won't spoil any of the game. And so I figure we could do that if we have some time left over. So as I'm going through, please feel free to join in the chat. If it's your first time here, my name is Game with Coach. I just go by Coach. I'm a former coach, teacher, who uses this as a way to just keep in touch with my former students. So you'll hear a lot of fun stories from me and my former students, and then I've got some buddies in the chat as well. So without further ado, I think we're going to go hunting. Let's see if we can... let's go get this guy. So he is afraid of burning and spiders, and he's hurt by ranged attacks, fire, and beasts. He's got savages. He's a big old guy. I think this will be a good place to start. We'll see what happens. No way. I'm hearing a no way in the background from my little one. So I'm sure there are other parents in the chat or watching. Are you guys as into Bluey as we are? Because Bluey rules. So right now, as you can kind of see, I think actually you guys probably can't see it. The mini map is covering up, or my camera is covering up the mini map. But what we are doing is we are just trying to find where our captain is. And since we are not playing as Talion, we do not have our Wraith abilities to easily find them. So we are having to be sneaky and silent. It doesn't look like any of these are captains. Maybe one guy up front, but it doesn't look like it. Sleepy Time, is that the one where the girl says that, Bingo says that she wants to be a big girl and sleep in her own bed that night, and it just kind of follows the shenanigans of the family as they go through their night? Because if that's the same one, it's beautiful, and I agree. Presley and I told Presley, like, every now and then they just sneak in an episode that's an absolute piece of art, and that was definitely one of them. It's amazing. So right now, what I'm trying to set up here with this big guy, I know he's a tank, which means it's going to be a pretty gnarly fight. And more than anything, I just want to get rid of his kind of moblins, if you will. So I'm doing a brutalized kill here, and I'm going to see if I can just get a firebomb and just light everybody on fire. And that's going to make the rest of this fight much easier, because now he's going to be freaked out, but I also don't have to worry about his friends, because they're on fire as well. So you can kind of see I'm getting a lot of hits in. He's dazed, which means that I have the opportunity to just really wail on him. And I don't know if anybody remembers from the first stream, but this guy was actually one of the first captains that we saw
That's
who really
sneaking
just
about,
whooped our asses.
crouching. Must be
So
murder on your
if we're able to take him out, it'll be kind of a cool sense of progression. Ooh, we're gonna see if we can use our last firebolt here to just pop him in the head. Come on, big guy. Boop. And there we go. I don't think it's made by the same company. However, I have always said to anybody who will listen to me, if you like Assassin's Creed, but you want it to be fun and just actually get to be an assassin, this is the game to play because you're effectively behind enemy lines, and so have to you have to assassinate everyone, and so you get a lot of similarities between the game. But I've always found this one a lot better because you didn't have the like, oh, that's not who you should assassinate. We're desynchronizing. Poo poo on you, assassin, for assassinating. Um, so uh, so yeah, I think this is better. Okay, yeah, Assassins is Ubisoft, and this is Rocksteady. So we're gonna save that skill point, I think. And what we're gonna do, Mr. Jote coming in to drop some facts on us and then bail. We're actually gonna run across the map here because I just realized something. If we can do another story mission or two, we should be able
The
to
Oaks were
get
bound to retaliate
uh,
after our
a way to
infiltration of their
discount
fortress.
buying
The only
the
question is
different
how hard they
mercenaries,
struck
which will
back.
help us when we actually go to enact the siege on the castle. So it's a little bit of a detour. It's still going to be forward progress as far as the game percentage is concerned, um, but it is going to be a little bit different than what had originally been planned. So as we go, though, you can see this game looks incredible. Huge shout out to Mr. Jote, my very personal PC shaman, for helping me build this rig and frankly making it just look amazing. And I know that it's in good practice to know what specs that you have, but I'm just not that good. I don't think. So right now we're just trying to get to the secret mercenary hideaway, which is really not so secret. Because the mercenaries, as we found out last time, the mercenaries do work with. I think I have it. I either started working on the info for my bio and stopped and forgot about it, which is very likely, or it's already up there. One of the two. So, um, but Mr. Joe sat down with me 2 months ago,
I
and
once
we
saw a man leave a room so
came up with a
sharp
plan.
that it would
He
cut
even came
paper
over to
just
my
before
house and helped me
touching.
build this computer.
How do
So
I get my
I know
blade
he's
sharp?
lurking and can't hear that, which is honestly the only reason why I feel comfortable complimenting him. But it's because of him that this looks so good. So we are going to go through this next story mission.
Welcome, sir. Would you like to hire more of my mercenaries?
Where is Circa?
I am Zoja, and the Vanishing Sons have chosen a new leader. Prices may have gone up since
Where is my brother?
Your brother! You see, I had a brother once. His name was Serka. And then a stranger came, and he started to forget who his family was, his real family. Men who followed him bled with him. He started to think he could work against us, against our patrons.
Oh, I want to kill that guy.
I gave him to a very fine fellow by the name of Ujak. He runs a fight pit called the Circus. Very entertaining. All sorts of warriors and beasts. You wouldn't think a man could get torn apart in so many ways.
I will be back.
Make sure you bring plenty of coin. There'll be no more family discounts around here, my friend.
So I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but there are certain games and certain characters in games where I just have the thought of, man, I just want to kill that guy.
Welcome to the circus! A cornucopia of blood and pain. This
That guy
where
is definitely
flesh
on the
eats
list.
flesh, and where today you are the main attraction.
You're quite the showman. I'll enjoy killing you.
All right.
Seems the show has already begun.
So we have a very punchable face. Right here we have a trickster, a warmonger trickster. So warmonger is the clan that he's a part of, and then trickster is the type of enemy he is. So he is going to be jumping around. He'll have almost like clones of himself, and he's going to be a pretty tough enemy. So this should be a pretty good fight. But fortunately, we are fighting with a friend, and this is a story mission, so it's not as terrible as it could be, I guess you could say. Let's see if we can clear out some of these mobs. And that feels pretty awesome. Is it time? Come here, beautiful. You going to bed? I love you. You want to go with Mama? Can I give you a kiss? I love you. Can you say bye, everybody? Ooh, Mr. Joe, what do I need to do? What am I failing at? You know it's bad when Mr. Joe comes out of lurking and has to fix something.
You seem to be holding your own.
In our festival of blood. Truly, the circus does not disappoint.
So we'll pause here and I'll see if I can figure out on my end what I need to fix. Ooh, he just chopped off that dude's head. So we have to play it smarter. See if we can actually move down to our poison bolt. And we're gonna heal. God forbid we lose a run off of something that silly. That's not what I meant to do. Keep him nice and sickly.
One step ahead. Oh, we're not done yet. Let me amaze you.
We should let these beasts join in the fight.
I hate to say this, but I think I agree with you.
All right, so now we get to chase down our friend, and in the meantime, the mission wants us to release a bunch of beasts from this quote-unquote circus as we kill people. So that should be pretty fun. I don't know if Krakus is here in the chat, but if not, this is for Krakus, that's for Astro Chat, and then of course that's for Larry. Shout out to Larry, it's been a while. So right there, we released 3 Caragors. And if you watched part 1 of this, or if you watched my first orc hunting episode, you are very familiar with
Freedom for
Caragors.
all!
Um,
Run wild! Run free!
but
Make merry with your
we have
captors.
also released several Graugs. Yeah, long live Larry. Um, we are, as much as we can be, friends to animals. So we are going to, oh goodness, don't want to encage myself. But we are going to try and respect the animals and protect them and so on and so forth.
Many come to join our circus.
And so you can see here kind of
But
the
none
shenanigans
last
of
long.
having
Death by
a
blade,
warmonger trickster.
or fang, or bomb. We all blade together.
All right, we're gonna go back here and we're just gonna start off. See if we can eliminate some of the clones.
Flesh eats flesh. Flesh eats flesh. Oh, now you're weakness.
So you can see here, we just used our specialty bolts uh, in order to kind of whoop, whittle down. Oh gosh, looks like we poisoned ourselves.
I'm going to wear
Um,
you like a glove.
in order to wear down some of the mobs and make it more of a fair fight for us, at least. We're doing okay. As you guys can see, this guy is just a real turd and a half.
This is what I come to see.
Oh, I was really hoping to dodge that at the last minute. That would have been much cooler. But we're able to finish him off, build up our combo, finish him off real quick.
Now to deal with Zosha.
And we'll see what
I told that stinking
I need to fix.
Vanishing Sons will be at his service, loyal as ever. Sarka, wait!
Sarka has returned! Huh? Sarka the unkillable, Sarka the insufferable, Sarka the destroyer!
But if any of you would like to return to my good graces, Zucker the Merciful asks only one thing.
Take this piece of filth! Throw him to the worms!
Please, please. No, 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 no! You think he's going to protect you? You're dead! You're all dead!
And that is how you lead mercenaries, little brother?
As long as they're ready for what comes next.
So with that completed, we should get some more money, and now we should be able to unlock. Perfect. So hopefully the chat's not covering it, but you can see here now we can use our skill points to get discounts on mercenaries. So we're gonna set that up, get a discount because we do need to hire at least 3 more for the outposts. And then really quick, let me see if I can go through and fix. All right. Looks like I just need to fix my chatbot, which Mr. Jode has been very politely telling me how to do. So I'll fix that later. That's not super important in the meantime. So we're going to continue on, see what upgrade we have. Ooh. And we're going to look at the map. So Next up, we need to capture all the outposts, and this is our closest outpost, so we're going to head there. There's also 2 orcs there that we can fight, which would be pretty good to just get a little bit more coin and experience. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll just continue grinding out this process. And it looks like almost another level up. So, I don't know about y'all. So I live in North Texas, in Dallas, in the Dallas area, and so we, as I said, kind of at the top of the stream, I mean, everything is shut down. We got an inch of ice, which is usually our call to free or to stop everything. And so kids were home from daycare. I didn't go to school. I don't have to go to school tomorrow. I was joking with Prospect and Krakus that I'm not putting on pants ever again because I don't have to. Because I know Prospect is in the chat, and I know a couple of my other buddies, Rhino's in the chat. I'd love to hear what you guys did today with your snow day if you had one. Astro Chat, as somebody who lives in the north-ish, I guess we could call it. What does it take for you to get snow days? You had to work? Oh, that's awful.
Can't have gone far. Find it.
That's lame. Hey, I don't want to hear it about this functioning member of society. I didn't choose that. I want no part of that business. All right, so we've got Horza the Obsessed, who is heavily damaged by stealth attacks. So that's going to be our avenue of approach. We're going to see if we can lose our tail here.
There he is. I want you here.
Already.
Sometimes it's as though you
How'd you
look
do?
right through me.
Yeah.
What do I have to do to prove my love?
Kill you. Lava. No, you don't want to hurt me.
I think I really only have concussive blast, which oh goodness. Anytime we can hit somebody with a shield, that's great. We'll get a little crowd control here.
Ready? Me and my boys here are gonna take you apart.
Looks like we've got a bit of double team action here. He's damaged by range attacks, executions, and fire. And of course, we really don't have any ranged weapons. We're running out of ammo. So we gotta trying to think what the best avenue of approach is. Krakus, don't watch. If you're here, don't watch. It's not worth it. Let's see if we can kind of use the Spartans 300 mentality of whittling down. There we go. We got some firebolts. We're just gonna let them climb on up. Fight them one by one. That way we have a little bit more of a fair fight.
He returned. They're always. See, he's not so bad. I'm straight and tall. Stay away from the floor. Tony!
Yes, I know we need to stun them. But the problem is, they keep adapting. I don't have any health. Goodness gracious. Let's see, but I do have the very rude. I'm not a fan, sir. There we go. All right, and we know that the other captain, still around here, is very much damaged by stealth. So we're able to just knock him out pretty quick. So probably not the best show of skill on my part, but we were able to really make it look decent. The big thing that we need now is frankly just ammunition for our different bow types, which you can get just from killing enemies, which is why I'm just kind of going around trying to sneakily kill enemies, if you will. Not super sneaky, but just to try and reload a little bit before we try and take this outpost. And Practice will be happy to know we did not hurt the Caragor. There we go. I got some poison bolts. We're gonna see if we can just jump over here. Yeah, it's again, it's the good Assassin's Creed. Like if you enjoy Assassin's Creed but just want the freedom to murder everything, then yeah, this is the game for you.
Depending on where I point.
Alright, so let's see what we have here. No fire arrows, a couple poison bolts. Let's unlock a skill. Murder everything except Larry. Krakus, it's good to hear from you, buddy. You'll be happy to know I did not wear pants a majority of the day because it was a snow day. My wife said I had to wear pants if I was going to be on the internet. You know. uh, but uh, I have very much enjoyed the snow day, and then also we have a snow day tomorrow. So if this stream runs long, we should be pretty good. We should be all right because I'll get to sleep in. So what we're gonna do now is we're just looking to see what items we have, and then really if I even need to. If I need to go around and try and get more of the bolts. So what I'm going to do here is just frankly look at who the outpost leader is. So this is Moog Archer Trainer, who is riding a Caragor. So we might have to kill a Caragor just in time for Krakus to be here to see it. Damaged by ranged attacks. Afraid of pinning. Oh, that's good. He does ride a Caragor and has archers. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Listen, it's early, and so I don't know for sure, but I think that might be a Nazi Caragor. And if that's the case, all bets are off. It's not even technically an animal at that point. Gosh, we are just we're murdering pretty well today. He's not related to Larry. Larry would never associate himself with the likes of this just because a bad guy rides him, that doesn't make him a bad guy. You know what? If that's true for the Yellow Rose of Texas, that's a history joke for you fans out there of Texas history. Uh, just because a bad guy rides you does not make you a bad guy. I will do everything in my power to get through this fight with that Karagor alive. And that is my promise to you. Let's see, we've got multiple different captains. All right, well, that captain is super easy. He is mortally sickly, which means if you hit him with a poison bolt, he should die in one hit. Are we going? Is it going to happen? There we go. Look at that. All right. So I believe Krakus has just left his house, and he's on his way to my house with threats of violence. So this should be a pretty good stream. So this second gentleman over here is mortally killed by stealth. So we're going to try and get as close to him as possible. See if we can tackle him off of his Karagor, and so that way we don't have to hurt his fluffy puppy. Hey, sweetheart. Speaking of fluffy puppy, where is Bully?
Did something just move over there?
Okay. Okay, so but he's inside. Okay. I just had this fear that our poor puppy was... Okay, all right, he found us. Our plan didn't work. All right. So one of the things in this game that just kind of helps to understand is when an enemy has an orange arrow like that, that means they are they are aware of us. When it's yellow, that means they're suspicious. So we just need to get that to suspicious. And look at that. Fluffy puppy is okay. Angry, yes, but okay. So we are just going to leave the fluffy puppy to run wild and free as we move on to the next enemy. And good news! He is not riding his fluffy puppy, which means we should be able to take out this last captain and then take him out before he ever gets on his fluffy puppy. And everything will be okay. The lengths that we go through in this stream to protect the animals is amazing. So we're going to see if we can get it set up to where we can hang. We are going to brutalize this guy.
Be quick!
Boop. 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 And just like that, it's down to 1. So we're just trying to give ourselves an advantageous position. Welcome to the family, Jeff. Before we start fighting this gentleman, I need to see he's afraid of pinning and brutality. All right, so let's do that. And we...
You must be the Gondorian attacking the other outposts. You don't look like much. I'm disappointed.
That's very rude, Moog. So I'm going to pin you to the ground.
Show no mercy!
You won't get me that way.
Oh, he is long. Jeff is gone, guys. Jeff is safe. So, uh, that was a sandworm. There, Krakus, which is technically an animal. So I'm surprised that you're not more supportive of it. So what we're trying to do here is just keep this guy mobile and then keep him dazed because we know that he's afraid of being pinned to the ground. So every now and then we are just going to shoot a bolt into his foot to try and keep him kind of A, stationary, but B, afraid, which means we're able to use a lot more combos on him. There ain't no Kevin Bacon here. And then last but not least, we kept Jeff alive. We kept the other fluffy puppy alive. We didn't need Kevin Bacon. That was a successful outpost clear. I think that one was probably one of the better ones that I've done. And now the interesting thing will be, uh-oh. The interesting thing will be, do I have enough money to hire mercenaries? So, real quick, I'm showing buffering on my side. Are y'all still getting the stream nice and good? Okay, good. All right, so let's see. Combat Masters deal 50% more. Rhino, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but sure, I agree, buddy. Look. W. All right. Looks fine. Okay, good. Then it's just my phone over here. All right, so let's see. Combat Masters, 2 more damage. All right, so we're going to hire a mercenary here, and because we have the money, you can see up top. Ooh, that is a huge discount. We're actually going to be in a really good spot. So this guy is only damaged by beasts and poison. We're going to save him for the other one because he's a combat master, unless all 3 are combat masters. Then without further ado, this is Drugred. He is going to be our outpost leader. So now, let's see. Can we hire another? Do I need just a little bit more? Okay, I need 600 more, which means we should be able to do it with just a couple more kills. And you can see here, we are really whittling down this map. We've got our little army here. We've got another mercenary here. So we're taking out bodyguards, which is really good. And each of these enemies actually represents a defense for when we do the siege. So another super cool thing about this game, if you want, you can just, like, we could just siege the castle now. We would get absolutely smoked, but you could. And so each of these enemies represents a different defensive kind of a defensive action employed by the castle. And so if we can take those out, or we can, in the main campaign, recruit them, we can actually make the conquest a lot easier. So we should, at the pace that we're going, have some time to kind of show what that looks like. But in the meantime, let's go to the map. We've got a new outpost done. We just need to go get this outpost. And it looks like we have 3 captains along the way. So let's go hunting. This is the other blood brother.
Touch and go for a bit there. The win is a win.
All right. I think I can upgrade a couple more things. Get some more health packs. And we'll move on. So while we are looking for this next bad guy, if you will, we're going to pick up these little money icons over here. Before we get into it, I just want to say Presley and I are super, super excited about our streams in February. If you guys have not seen or have not heard, We are doing a playthrough of a game called It Takes Two. And this game is a game that was designed around
I
married
hear
couples
life is
and
easy
is
in
supposed to be
Mordor.
very fun for married
No
couples.
many
Neither of us know
well-worms or
anything about
sand
it,
anywhere.
except
Dreams.
for that it's made for couples. And so we're going to play through it together. It should be pretty funny, just hearing the banter between us. But we have also set aside different themes for every night that we're streaming. So as you go through,
Fire's nice if you want to smoke a Caragor for killing an Olog.
all right. So a little surprise for us. We have the Olog who cheated death. So that means he is a little bit stronger. Awesome. Which means he is going to be a little bit tougher to kill, and we have to try and finish him with an execution. So that way it is a little bit more permanent. So what he did there when he just kind of squatted down is he just tried to heal. Tanks have an ability where they can kind of squat down, and I will do what I can. Ologs are hard to get a decapitation on. Not impossible, but definitely difficult. Uh, but we will try and take this guy out in such a way where it's a little bit more permanent. Now there is a chance, let's say if we do use an execution, that we could cut off an arm or a leg, not necessarily a there we go. Not necessarily the head. And if that were to be the case and he were to death defy again, he would actually have a different weapon or kind of like an augment for that arm that we cut off.
Were you on a roll there?
I think he's gonna defy death
Suppose
again.
I'm done for.
Yeah.
No correction. That is you.
Oh goodness. This guy's a pain in the booty.
Shall we go over this again? Fancy moves you've got. You're done for.
So you have kind of a little arm crossbow made by an ancient group called the Numenorians. And so I am using that Buzz Lightyear-esque arm crossbow to shoot him with poison bolts, but I think I ran out. So it looks like we're going to have to just beat the tar out of him. This is for Krakus. This is for Larry. This is for Steve. Percival Hankville III.
Not well enough.
Ooh. Yeah, give me just a second, bud. I'll switch everything over real quick. It should hopefully be an easy fix. Ooh, we are in an interesting spot. I won't forget Jeff, but I'm also where is it? Yeah, there's a health pack over here, and we desperately need it. I was not paying attention, so we're gonna grab that.
From
Get
the
it
inside
together.
out. Where'd you go? Someone will bring death to you too. He's out there right now. Somewhere.
But he's not here. Ooh. There we go. Look at that. A decapitation right there for you, buddy. Beautiful. That was a tough fight. So what we're going to do, pause real quick. Let me see if I can adjust on my end. See if we can adjust that there. Move my beautiful face to the other side. See if we can. Oh. All right. Does that look a little bit better, bud? So hopefully the chat should be on the other side, so now you can see all of the menus. It is perfect. All right. Say again. Good, 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 good. All right. 30% increased critical hit chance for melee attacks when your health is full. Sounds pretty solid. Oh, ooh, you're lucky there's a bunch of ice in between us, sir. Headshots freeze nearby enemies. That's awesome. As somebody who I would think has the most similar face to mine, them's are some fighting words. All right, so we're doing okay, but we desperately need to refill our bolts, and I think we have another captain who's just right around the corner here, just based off of the little icon that we see on the screen. Range attacks and fire. He's got a group of savages, and he has a blood brother. All right. Oh, and there's our other guy. Steward of the keep. My goodness, this is and we have no ranged weapons, I believe. So I think what we're going to do, this is a really advanced military tactic. I believe the technical term is called running away. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run away. We're going to make our way back up to Torvin and reset everything. See if we can get some of our perishables,
Don't do
if
it,
you will.
Torvin lad. Tempting as it is, don't drop your chamber bucket on the orcs down there. You'll just find here.
And we are going to move over to this outpost and see if we can knock out that outpost. And again, for you, Krakus, we're going to try and avoid killing as many beasts as possible. All right. So there is a health item here. We are going to try and find. There we go. So we definitely need that.
You're weak.
There's our second decapitation of the night. There we go. Some more regular bolts. Don't kill any freaking fluffy puppies. I'm gonna try, buddy. I'm just saying that's the goal, obviously. But I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect soul. That's all I'm saying. And I know you're thinking to yourself, Gracchus, why didn't I help that fluffy puppy? That fluffy puppy is going to be fine. That fluffy puppy, gosh, say that 10 times fast, can easily take out 2 or 3 of those guys by himself. So we are instead going to see if we can pick up some more bolts. And then we are at this outpost. Now, I will say one of the big differences between this game and Assassin's Creed, because we have made a lot of comparisons to it, there's no hay for you to jump into and hide, because that doesn't make any sense. And so this game, as you can clearly see from all the orcs and ologs, tends to err more on the side of reality. And so if something isn't realistic, you won't see it here. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull this guy in with my Buzz Lightyear-esque grapple hook. And I'm going to just keep jumping 10 to 20 feet at a time to take these guys out. Oh. Oh my gosh. This time both things.
Human! That signal brings many warriors, and it brings me.
Uh-oh.
And I
Lost one of my
bring
lights.
your doom.
Hey, our fancy light that I was testing tonight, I think it ran out of juice. All right, here we go. He is beast fodder, damaged by range attacks, and fire. Okie dokie. Here we go. So again, we're going to employ the very advanced technique of running away. We're going to see if we can get them to come up here. Let's see. So he is heavily damaged by beasts, heavily damaged, or damaged by range attacks. Does not appear that he is hurt. He's poison proof, so can't use poison, but we could probably use fire. But we do have a lot of bolts around, so we're just going to try and whittle his health down until we can get a nice, easy kill. Can you use 3 sword style? Have to forgive me, I am not entirely sure what that even means. But can I use 3 swords at once? No, but I will say, in the regular campaign, you can change your weapon as well as your armor. So that was a lot of fun. And now all his guys are really angry, and so they're going to chase me down. But since we had all the bolts here, I figured we might as well use them. We've got another skill unlock. We're right where we need to be. That's another captain down, which is definitely good news for us. Have Astro Chad, did you ever play the game Jade Empire growing up? Anytime somebody talks about different fighting styles, it was a game made by BioWare pre Mass Effect, and you played as a martial artist. It was really ahead of its time. Beautiful art style, but every different weapon in the game was a different fighting style, and I think that one of the fighting styles was multiple swords. There's another decapitation.
You there! I'm getting tired of you hassling my gods. How about I hassle you for a
I've never
change?
seen One Piece. I don't know if that was just after my time, but yeah, I missed that one. Oh gosh.
Got that dog over here.
It's elite. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Here we go. Ooh, let's see if we can draw him up here. So that captain that just ambushed us is a tracker, so he will slowly follow us forever. I've heard that it does go on forever. That is one of the few things that I do know about it, is that it is apparently quite expansive. Oh my gosh, how do you even continue something for that long and have it be cohesive? There we go. Nice easy kill. All right, well, we're here. There's no point in waiting. Let's go ahead and jump into this. The writer is a genius. Gosh, just the thought of going through and trying to think of something that would be entertaining for 1,000 episodes is just incredible.
Be vigilant, lads! We're the last secure outpost in Lithrad, and an attack is inevitable! I want blood! I want screams! I want terror! But I don't want any surprises!
All right. So let's see who we're working with here. Nazu the Prowler. Okay, Mozu the Hand. Bork the Complainer. Can be killed by a charged headshot. That's what I like to hear. Good, got some poison bolts. This is our guy that is soft-headed and is damaged by ranged attacks. He's also, we can poison him, so we might as well just use these nice poison bolts while he is completely unaware.
I smell something! You give up too easily!
There we go. Easy game. And as before, we're just going to try and... Oh, that's not a good sign. So you might have just barely seen there was like a kind of yellow light pointing at us. That yellow light is a sniper enemy aiming at us. Oh, goodness. And so we want to try and make sure, try and stay as hidden as possible for as long as possible. We good on bolts? All right, we're good on bolts. Vulnerable to stealth. Okay. Oh, we can't not do this, right? Oh, he ran away. That would have been so much cooler if he didn't run off. Oh, goodness. Oh goodness.
Oh, you came to the wrong place. Because if you don't want to die, I mean, if you want to die, oh, this is the place you die.
All right.
Shout it! Riot! Here's death embrace! Yes, die! Suffer and die!
So what I'm trying to do is just buy some time so I can light these guys on fire. Ooh. Ooh. That guy is a jerk. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. We're gonna run away. See if we can get a better angle on these guys. If we can actually.
Scream for me!
Vulnerable to stealth. Problem is all these guys are vulnerable to stealth, but they've all amassed in the center. Makes it much more difficult.
Smell that silver! Murder from above! You beast!
Oh, there we go.
You, maggot! This outpost is mine! And you're gonna be mine too!
It's very weird energy in this specific pin you to the ground. Now that you are all by yourself, buddy. Oh. So, that archer is very, very strong, and since we can't avoid him, I'm just trying to not get hit and get some distance between us before he shoots us again. Oh gosh, but I keep hitting the wrong things. There we go. That should give us a little bit of space. Whew. So he actually can still see me. I don't know if you guys saw that kind of little yellow line. I wonder. Let's see if we get an upgrade, if it gives us any health regeneration. I don't think it does. It does not. Goodness gracious, we're so low on health. That's not what I meant to do. Forgive me, game. There we go. So let's see if we can just cause some problems. Is he invulnerable? He's very soupy. There we go. That's good news. Switch back over. See if we can finish this guy off nice and quick. Oh, come on. I am sorry to everybody that's having to hear the slow heartbeat over and over. So what I was able to do there, even though he normally can't be hurt by stealth, I got it in such a way where I knew what he was afraid of, so we were able to exploit that fear, and that's how we were able to kill him, even though he shouldn't have been hurt by stealth. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. No! Oh, damn it. That's unfortunate. Oh, goodness gracious. I failed every single one of you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could cry. I could cry. All right. Oh, oh, that hurts. You will begin your new run with all your story progress and Torvin skill upgrades, but the world will reset. Let's do it! Before I start crying. Oh, it's embarrassing. And I think I would be legitimately upset if I had to go to work tomorrow. But I do not. And so, it's warm. I'm losing the beanie. Hopefully my hair's not too crazy. What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm failing at life. Oh, that's terrible because I have to unlock all the outposts now. Hey, sweetie. Could you get me a hat? I don't know. I didn't bring it up here. I took my beanie off because it was too hot. I wasn't going to say it was because I was doing bad. I was going to say I'm sweating because of my emotions. But yeah, I guess you could argue it's because I'm doing bad. Some good support. No, I died once. It's permadeath. I got to keep all my upgrades. Is it really? Yes. There we go. Much better. So yes, I do get to keep all of my upgrades and whatnot. But as you guys can see from the map, I do have to start over with all the 5 outposts, which is going to add a little bit of time. And then also, if we look at the army, any of the captains that we killed have also come back. We've got a new set of enemies. And then if we look at my character, you can see these upgrades are still here, but I have to go back through and upgrade all of the sub upgrades still. And then all of our augments are gone too. So one of the reasons why this is a fun challenge mode is because of the permadeath. But it is, gosh, when you lose, it's tough. And I'm doing it right now on the 3rd, kind of the hard difficulty. So will they remember me? Will the bosses remember me? Or does that reset when I die like a weenie? That also resets when I die like a weenie. Thank you,
The next
Krakus.
one of you that touches my grog is gonna
Oh,
be fed to
goodness.
the worm's feet first.
Don't. It only hurts a lot. All right, so it looks like this first outpost just has 1 leader. We know that they can't be hurt by poison, so we're not going to hurt them by poison. And we'll see if we can get in and out with an easy kill. And that way we can still achieve our goal tonight of doing the full raid. But Krakus, my promise to you and my promise to Prospect is no matter what happens, uh, I will make sure that we siege a castle, one way or another. Now, I don't know if that means doing the challenge mode. I might just be a failure forever. But there will be a raid one way or another.
If I say yes, will you shut up? So, then it's up right. It's so very.
Now, here we go.
I've got better things to do than dance with birds. So big scale, you tried again. Okay. What do you even want with this outpost?
Now,
If you
for those
take
of
it,
you hanging out in
and
the
it's
chat
a
that don't
big
know
if,
Krakus personally,
we're
Krakus is
just gonna take
uh,
it back.
one of my buddies from work and a good friend of mine. But what you might not know, incredible singing voice. And so, as he is typing in the chat, we can safely assume that he is also singing out loud. And it's a real shame that you guys, aren't getting to hear it the way that I normally would. Yes. Oh, the Rugrats movie. What a callback. I completely agree. Every time I think about that movie, I think about the Rugrats movie.
Hit him in the gaps like that.
Rugrats is elite. So we've got the point captured. Now all we need to do is kill this butthole. I'm trying to set him on fire, but he is a squirrely little turd. But because we were able to capture that point, we should have some more support from our friends here. Oh gosh, that's such BS. So that enemy is a berserker, which means you have to stun them in some way before you can do any damage. But he is adapted, and so it's not letting us. Hey, XL91, thank you so much for being a follower. You got here at just the right time. I was just bragging about how great I was at this game, and everybody in the chat was telling me how just amazing I was, and just such a pro gamer and pro gamer moves. Oh goodness, gosh, gracious. Yeah, that's what everybody was saying in the chat. I don't know if you saw that, but that's what was happening. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're just trying to mess with you. Best he's ever seen. All right. Oh my goodness. I think what I'm going to try and do is just get up high. See if we can jump down on that guy. Oh goodness. Here we go. Oh. That hopefully should be the kill. And there we go. Uh, whew, whew. All right, one outpost back. One very itchy leg.
These outposts are the key to holding Lithlad.
And so I think what we're going to do, I'm conflicted. We're going to unlock our different weapons, and we're also going to get intel on the outpost because that's where we're starting. Yes, you know, I reached out to Larry before this stream just to check in on him, see how he was doing, and he's doing well. He says he appreciates us and he misses us, and that the best thing for us to do is to live our lives the way he would want us to. But he is, as you guys know, a father and grandfather at this point, and he's got his first litter of great grandpups on the way. So that's pretty exciting. Larry was a Karagor from the first time that we played, and this is not lame, Presley. This is not lame. The fact that you would even insinuate that this is lame makes you kind of lame. Y'all, my wife Presley, sitting in their back, sitting behind me, says that this is lame. And I'm disappointed in her. And I'm frankly sorry that y'all had to see us like that. No, she didn't call Larry lame. She called us lame for liking Larry. Yeah, Krakus says that's a deal breaker. I think we're looking at divorce right now. Divorce. Okay, this guy has a Karagor pack, which means he's going to sick his Karagors on us. So we're just gonna let him be. We're just gonna not hurt the animals. That's for you, Krakus. And we're gonna see if we can just knock out a second outpost really fast. There we go. That's what we needed. Lots of supplies. Yeah, so Excel, or to anybody who's new here, A, I hope you're enjoying the stream. But B, if you want to see more of this or more of my very loving and supportive of all things wife, we have a stream, a number of streams in February set up where we're playing through a game specifically for couples, and each night has a different theme, and we'll have special guests. So if that's something that would interest you, we'd love to have you come out and watch it. We're very excited about it. We've been putting a lot of time in planning it, and so if you would like to be a part of that, we'd love to have you be a part of that. And I'll, of course, have more information about that later on after we hopefully undork the situation that I have put myself in. Is this guy truly called the Pickler? This is Amoog the Pickler, ladies and gentlemen. Amoog the Pickler.
Fight me blade to blade.
There's our first decapitation of this run.
Keep your stinking guard up or your head will be next.
That's your name now, Krakus. If you were an orc, you would definitely be the Pickler.
I could kill you with a single cut, but I'm gonna draw it out. You know, really Enjoy it.
Got some real Shrek-looking vibes over here.
I'm sharp with that trick. Now he's bleeding a bit. You lob! Not a chance! No, I think not.
Psych!
Now you're showing off, Northman. I'll find you soon enough, Talk.
It looks like he's just running to the center, which is a bummer. So I was really hoping to just shoot him. But I think we might be able to just get a 2-for-1 right there. Look at that big boom. There we go. There's our main guy down. Didn't even know it hit him. Second guy here. Look at that. Now all we have to do is just finish. And this will be a second outpost returned. We are undorking the situation. Nobody will remember my greatest failure. Look at this. I don't even have my weapon out. That's how on top of this situation we are. So there we go. That's a second outpost captured, as well as some upgrade points. And we should have a little bit of money under our belt. So we just fought Booble Barrel Scraper and Amoog the Pickler in one base. Oh, sorry, buddy. Let me move Kennedy's book. And let's see. 2 spots for mercenaries. Come back to them later.
I think I'm getting their attention.
Heck yeah, we are. So let's get some of these discounts for hiring mercenaries. And let's get the next outpost. Oh my god. Bull. Oh my god. Oh my god, he just crop dusted me. Like, he's straight up. Oh god. He came over here. So my dog Bully has a little bed next to my computer where he can hang out when I'm playing. And my guy walked over, laid on his bed, stirred for a moment, and then straight up crop dusted me. It's warm. Okay, it's chalky. Oh, it has layers. And you're like, it's a fart. How can it have layers? It has layers. If you're new here, I'm sure this is the quality content that you were looking for. Is he on the love sack with you? My guy. Is it plugged in? Yeah. We'll pause for a moment just so we can get a good look at him. Oh my gosh. You guys like his sweater? He's cold outside, so he's got a little sweater on. Huh? How cute is that? It's got tassels. And even that didn't work as a filter. Unbelievable. You want me to turn this back off? Back to the darkness where you reside. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Krakus. After everything that I give to this animal, and he just hits me
I
with one
know
of
you
those.
fellows.
All right, let's see if we can get the next outpost.
Never hurt anyone.
Okay, Krakus, I don't know if you just heard that, but it appears my wife is trying to collude with Sarah, and we gotta cut that out just as soon as possible. Because I, I know Presley, she's the worst. Let's see. I want to see how we can efficiently kill the beast tamer. So that way we don't be soft-headed. Good. Now we don't have to hurt his animals. Look at that. So, all right. We are going to try and take this outpost quick. Trying to get back to where we were. Yeah. Yeah. The last thing we need is for our wives uh, teaming up together at our expense. It's bad enough, with just one. So Presley said that, frankly, we need to be more in touch with our feminine side. To which I said, um, I understand where you're coming from, and your opinion is valid. That's what Presley said, Sarah. That's all it was. Nothing about us being lame, or nothing about y'all needing to team up. All right. So because we died like a total dweebus and loser, um, we're having to kind of go back through and get back to where we were, and we're able to take out the outpost quick. But as you guys saw,
Been a
oh
long
good, she
day.
bought it, nailed it.
Too long. Tired.
Um,
Thirsty. And
uh,
hungry.
we can't do the next story mission until we actually get all of the outposts. So that's why I'm just trying to rush through and get the outposts. Dazed by stealth and hurt by ranged attacks. All right, well, we know how we're hurting this guy.
They say there's a spider dwarf living out in the desert. He can climb walls just like a spider can. I've seen that before. You're weak. I've seen that.
Kill this guy quick. And there we go. That's our second decapitation of the run.
Took his head clean off.
Yeah, so we are definitely prioritizing not hurting the animals. So we've got Snafu the Drunk, which is one of my personal favorite names. He's damaged by fire and poison, and is hurt by stealth. And then we have our main guy here, who is flammable, vigilant against stealth. Firebombs it is. Crackers, don't watch that, bud. It's all good. We're good.
Wait, what's going on? You know what I do to dirty, stinking tarks? Huh? What do ya? I kill tarks, you know. Yeah. You ready this rusty top? You see how this beautiful weapon burns?
Krakus, that
It
was
took a
just
lot of
nature. That
effort
wasn't
to
me.
get it to do that.
Okay,
So
that
the
was a
least you can
worm
do
just being
is let
hungry.
me kill
It's
you with it.
unfortunate, but it's just nature. Yeah, can't get mad at nature. It's not where I wanted to go. There we go.
Rally to me. It's coming. You will fall.
Uh-oh. Get out of the way. All right. So we just have to kill our friend over here. And we know he is hurt by fire, so we're going to try and keep him on fire. There we go. So that's 3 outposts already resecured. Whew. Alright, and I think what we can do now is we'll hop down, resupply, get this money, and then we will hit up those last 2 outposts, hopefully have better success, and then knock out those last story missions, break down some defenses, and I think it'll be a longer stream than I had originally intended, but I think we should hopefully be able to still achieve what we want to achieve. But Krakus, please feel free to let me know if you need to call it for whatever reason. I know you don't have work in the morning, um, but I want to make sure that I show you a castle raid, and I've already got it situated to where if I need to bail out of here to look up a different castle raid as to make sure that you're not up all night, then we can pause this. We'll do a quick raid so you can see it, and then we'll hop back in here. So right now what I'm trying to do is just trying to resupply, because I think that was kind of the crux of why I was such a big undeniable failure earlier in the stream. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have supplies before I go to the next outpost. And I think what we'll do is once we get these supplies, we'll run to the next outpost. Run to the next outpost, and we'll do it backwards of the order that we did before. So that way, good. Cool. Well, if you're good to hang out, man, I'd love to have you. And for everybody else hanging out, I hope you're enjoying it as we play through this very pro gamer run through of the desolation of Mordor. And if you're new here, if you haven't been to my streams, my name's Coach. I am a teacher, former coach. that uses this as a way to keep up with my former kiddos. And so I'm pretty chill. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Please feel free to let me know you're here in the chat. Love to know who's watching this and if you're enjoying it. And then we're just gonna try and go through 100% this DLC before I hop off tonight. So I think we're pretty much full. Cool. And we are gonna go ahead, start heading to our next objective. And for the sake of time, we're gonna fast travel. If you haven't yet already, we've got a lot of stuff planned for February, but we don't really have anything planned for March. So if you have a preference on what you would like to see me play in March, there is a poll at the bottom of my About page on Twitch. I've listed 6 games, some that I have played through before, some that I haven't. Please feel free to make your voice heard. To everybody that has voted, I appreciate the vote. And if you're new here, it's not tied to any bits or subscriptions, so feel free to have your voice be heard, and I'd love to keep you around. All right, I'm gonna jump right in. Let's see, terrified of Morgul flies. That's good to know.
Some say they're bandits. Some say the Easterlings have turned against us. Whoever they are, they mean to take this outpost, but we're not going to let them.
So we've got a tracker, which means that if we get close to him, he's going to start hunting us. And then we've got this guy who is vulnerable to execution and stealth. And we can't quite see the other 2 guys, but since we know that we have a guy that we can kill with stealth, and he is so nicely standing right next to a giant spire, we are going to just try and take him out. Let's see if we build up our combo here. The legendary. Yeah. The orcs have personality, man. It's one of the great things about this game. Ooh, Tar's Lord of the Maggots. He is being chewed up. That is gross.
This was an execution. Farrell says.
So this one will actually be pretty difficult just because a lot of these captains don't have a lot of weaknesses. This will kind of be our easiest one. We'll see if we can draw away the other. There we go. Let's see. So you can see that guy's already tracking us down.
I've got a whiff of human prey. Ah, dear. You fell. Don't try again. Watch out! Stop now! What the flying arms?
Whew, a lot of little guys bothering us here. Let's see if I can just take him out real quick. There we go. Wanted to knock him out real quick because I don't know if you guys saw, but the tracker captain is right nearby. And I want to try and make sure that we are mitigating any unnecessary damage. There we go. Look at that. And so those other captains have seen me. And so I think this guy is the one, whichever one has the bow. This one keeps shooting me, which is really annoying. So we're going to see if we can just kind of ruin his day. Let's see. This guy's beast fodder, damaged by fire. This guy is beast fodder, Afraid of flies, damage by poison. This guy's afraid of brutality. Hmm.
Back to where you came from. I've spotted it.
Oh no. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we could sneak up on him and
Time for you to
brutalize him, but he didn't let us.
He's returned. This is the end.
So one of the things I'm looking for too is because I know the hardest captain is afraid of flies, I'm looking for a fly nest. So dead center of the screen, hanging off that rope, that's what I'm looking for. And so we'll employ that here in a minute.
Will you? Hey! You're no different than the rest of your kind. Come here to our lands, try to claim it for your own. Not anymore, my friend.
What the heck just happened? Do that just in case. Looks like this guy knocked out all my health.
Kill him before he gets back up. Oh, where did he get that thing? We've got an army here.
That sniper is just a real pain in the butt.
Stop moving!
So I think because there are 3 of them and we don't have necessarily the best advantage to use against them, and I want to save those Morgul flies, we're just going to try and whittle them down by running around. You can see it's already kind of working. The poison is really wearing down that one captain. There we go. More supplies. There we go. So now that that marksman is down, that should really help. Those marksmen are a huge pain in the butt. That's not entirely what I wanted to do. Really? I wanted to come up here.
Oh, nice! Man, filth! I'm not one for fancy words, but I am fluent in death.
All right. He's hurt by fire. Make sure that
Not to me, you don't.
make sure my health isn't getting too low. Now let's get some height.
What
So right here, what I'm trying to do, while I keep kind of jumping in and out, because I'm not necessarily concerned about the capture right away, what I'm really trying to do is get myself in a situation where my multiplier is higher, and then I can jump back in, hit him with one of my kind of multiplier attacks, and then just finish him off. All right, and now that I've killed all those guys, what I really would love to do, because this last boss is pretty tough, but he has a very silly fear. We're going to try and exploit that. So you can kind of see there's like these bags of meat that are hanging down, and that's what we're looking for. Oh, he jumped right past it. Every now and then, you'll have a captain that is afraid of something called Morgul flies. And these guys right here are Morgul flies. Just cursed little bugs. And what they're going to do is completely take away all of his buffs. He's immediately going to lose his buffs, become dazed, and then we're able to finish off the fight relatively quickly. Hopefully, in theory. Now, in practice, we'll see.
Fancy move.
Goodness gracious, these Gologs are such a pain in the butt. Fortunately, we are doing pretty well. Let's see if we can just...
You don't look well at all.
heal up.
Can't stop me.
So what I'm trying to do here, or at least what I was trying to do there, because he's adapted to the stun, I was really trying to set up... Oh, goodness, I missed it. Trying to set up where I could poison him, but then also set him on fire right after, which would create a status effect called Balefire, which is a more intense type of fire that does more damage. Let's see if that finishes him off. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Goodness gracious. Alright. See if we can drag him back to the center. Because that guy is tough as nails. Who is Krakus in real life? Or Krakus in reference to the game? No, Krakus is actually one of my current coworkers. He is a current coworker, so we teach together at our high school, the high school that we teach at. He is a very cool dude. We share a very similar philosophy on education, uh, which is really beneficial because education is not. Uh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Is right. Education is not necessarily the
I've
funnest
spotted him!
industry to be a part of right now. Oh, goodness gracious. And so to have somebody that shares a lot of the same perspectives that I do is super nice. Let's see. There we go. Just had to build up that score multiplier. Yeah, I got in trouble, man, for playing Pokemon Unite, especially when I told Presley, and she can, and I'm sure will chime in. Um, when I told her about how Mr. Joe wanted us to start grinding experience in games so that we could compete in the tournament. And I'll be honest with you, she was not at all happy about it. Yeah, she is very much against any type of MOBA. Uh, and I was kind of like chagrining it, like, oh, sure. And then on top of that, we played it. Gosh, was that only yesterday? But when we played it with Mr. Joe, we were having so much fun. And most of that was based off of my lack of knowledge. And so Krakus, as somebody else who also has
These
a
orcs
very
can't rest
notable lack
comfortably
of
out here
Pokemon
anymore.
knowledge, you'd probably find it enjoyable too. And I
Better than
know
any of my
I
uncles.
tried to hit Presley with the games are only 10 minutes. Uh, yeah, it didn't work. She did not care.
That's good, because I think we have plenty of
And
fighting
plus, you
ahead
know
of
how
us.
it is with the little ones. All right, I can't just say, "Hey, I gotta grind. I gotta grind for the tournament." Meanwhile, you know, my little one is running around everywhere, getting into everything. That's not gonna work on the wife. I tried. All right, so I think now we have enough money. We have a lot of money, and because we have a lot of money plus all the discounts, we should be able to fill in all of these mercenaries. So let's hire some mercenaries. Yeah, I don't know how. I love Mr. Joe. Okay, I do. I don't know how he expects us to do it. Like Saturdays, that just can't. That just won't work, man. So right now, oh no, did we lose an outpost because we didn't do enough? We didn't do it fast enough? Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, yeah, yeah. Uh, you know, if if the wives aren't on board, it's just impossible, man. Even with the short game. And by the way, Krakus is being pretty humble here. And Krakus, correct me if I'm wrong. But Krakus, when he went through and played For Honor, uh, grinded to be one of the best in the world. I will not, sir. In our coven of gamers that you have now become a part of, tuning in twice a week, which I sincerely appreciate.
wish you could have come out here with me. You'd have loved it.
No, Mad Dog Trent, I am not on PlayStation 4. I'm running this currently on PC. But if you're asking about Krakus playing for Honor, Krakus, what do you normally play for Honor on? Xbox. All right, so this guy is vulnerable to stealth and ranged attacks, which should be good. Uh, and since we've had to play through this already, this will give us a couple more captains, which should be pretty good. And then also, Mad Dog Trent, I have to ask. I have had several students named Trent. Are you one of my former students? And if so, I know I had several former students. I know of one specifically, a young man that I coached in Lubbock named Trent, who is a really outstanding young man. And so I have to ask, are you are you are you somebody that I know personally? If not, that's totally okay. But I just thought I would ask. Well, regardless, it's super great to have you on the stream. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Um, if you weren't here for the start of the stream, this is. Oh, you're from Missouri. Well, I appreciate you being here, man, and I hope you enjoy the stream. It's some pretty stellar gameplay, if I do say so myself. We've only lost once already tonight, but it's super happy to have you here, man. And I hope you come back. There'll be a lot of fun interactions, and who knows, maybe if my former student Trent shows up, then you guys can have a Trent off to determine the real Trent. Awesome, man. Thank you for the follow. So you started in Kansas and moved to Missouri. All right, man. Well, most of us here in the chat, we're Texas boys. So I would definitely say Kansas and Missouri are kind of on the edge of the South. A corner boy? What does that mean? As in the Nebraska corn huskers, or there can only be one Trent. Oh, awesome! Yeah, I'm a big fan of Texas. Most parts of it. Not, I wouldn't say every part, but most parts. So for those of you guys who, okay, cool, awesome. For those of you who have been here, you guys know. Right now, what we're doing is we are just trying to kind of whittle down these additional captains before we take on the head honcho. So, oh my gosh. So your sister just moved to Texas. Seems like she bought a pretty good house, and so she lives here. Awesome. Well, that's great, man. If you don't mind me asking, what part of Texas? Ooh, it looks like we should be able to finish this guy off. Just one more poison arrow. Let the poison do its work. Oh, awesome. All right, so the North Dallas area like us. Very cool. All right, and it looks like we are down to our last two. And it looks like they're relatively low leveled. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try and bum rush this guy up here. See if we can get our multiplier up. Oh yeah, very familiar with the Grapevine area. And this guy is vulnerable to stealth and damage by ranged attacks. Now the problem is that he's not necessarily in the most advantageous place for a stealth attack. No. So I know, just that fun group of people. Sounds like Corsicana. Oh goodness, wrong guy. Embarrassing. Yeah, as they say, drugs are bad. See if we can. And this guy's afraid of poison, so we definitely want to make sure that we keep some poison ready for him. Sounds good, sweetheart. Hey, I haven't hit them, Krakus. I'm avoiding them.
Were you on the roll there? You
Oh,
ended
goodness.
one fight and begun another.
That wasn't me, though, Krakus. Okay, I have avoided them. Specifically, as to not hurt the animals in your name. Okay?
Were you on the roll there?
Hey, Astro Chad. Sorry that you have to hop off, buddy. It's always great getting to talk to you. I hope all things are going well, buddy. And the next time you're in my neck of the woods, you let me know. Didn't hurt him. Didn't hurt him. He's still alive. He's doing okay. I just removed him from my vicinity. All right, that's all I did. We're good, Krakus. Hey, Astro Chad, you left Texas, buddy. That's on you. All right? It's not my fault you moved to a place where they can handle cold temperatures. He got up, he ran off.
I will crush the pulp from your corpse.
Nope. What we're gonna try and do is we know that this guy, oh goodness, is afraid. There we go. right.
You think some little...
So, forgive me if I missed any messages while we were doing that fight. I was pretty focused, but huge shout out to my buddy Astro Chad that's hopping off. Krakus, we didn't hurt him, okay? He attacked us. We just threw him, and he ran off. And we were able to do that. That mission relatively easily. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go to the army. We're going to hire a mercenary so we don't lose that again. And we are pretty much where we started off our stream 2 hours ago. I swear, I didn't hurt him. I did not hurt him. So we just have one outpost left, and we have, and then we should be able to kind of steamroll the rest of this DLC. And I say that's what I said at the beginning of the stream. We'll see how well I actually do. All right, let's upgrade our health capacity. And then let's upgrade our weapons. Let's go to the map. So now we know one outpost left. So before we head over there, we're just going to get some of these collectibles, make sure that we are well stocked before we get over there. It would appear that those are above us. So Krakus, because we've been talking about it, for those that are new here, the culmination of me going through and playing this game again was specifically to convince my buddy Krakus and Prospect to go through and play this game. And I know that Prospect purchased it and played it. We have a snow day. We had a snow day today. Played it for 5 hours today is what he told me. So I know that I've already got one down. And so I have to ask Krakus, because I know you have been adamant that you cannot get into another game because you just started playing Super Smash Brothers. How's Smash going, buddy? That's always a good start. Hey, sweetheart. What'd you get? This must be a tracker. Oh, them's his fighting words, my guy. Yeah. You got it. So, I am in the process of figuring out how to set it up, but I do intend for us to, if you're okay with it, Krakus, because you have been talking just the biggest game about, oh, I'm going to whoop you in Smash. I mean, we played the last time, and Krakus, look away. Look away. Come on, guys. You beat me one time. So, I gotta say, man, it's not looking good for you. And I know you're putting in the hours and practicing, but that just makes me want to practice too. No. All right, there we go. Look at that, Krakus. Just for you, I did not attack the Karagor. I just drew him into the base and let the other guys handle it.
You can't bloody well hurt me! I won't be tricked by that! Cheer up and try again. Get up already. Give it up.
At least make me work for my coin. What's it? Decent
You won't
boy.
catch me. Next time, you piece of schrock. You won't be so lucky.
I wouldn't say that was luck, buddy. I murked you. There we go. That was an easy kill. He came right to us. And we are going to
I
continue
earned my coin on
our
someone else
journey.
then.
Now, I believe when I was fighting that guy. So, if we want to get technical, I had a Switch for several years before that point. But I hadn't played Smash in years when you challenged me. And I was like, hey, if that's the case, bud, I'll murk you. I'll make you look foolish. And that's what I did. But because you're talking a big game, if we need to, I will gladly, we can gladly duke it out on stream and let the world decide. And we can do Mario Kart too. Get the girls on. Has Sarah gotten better at Mario Kart? Did anybody hear Presley just now? No? Good. No, sweetheart. So, one of the things, and we'll have to see if we can set it up, that I would really like to do, um, because we have Rhino, uh, because we have Rhino and his wife, and we have Mr. Jote and his wife that have a Switch, and now we have Krakus and his wife that have a Switch, and of course you have me and my wife, which we have our Switches, our Switch. I would love to find a day where we sit down, we pull up the stream, and just have all of us with spouses go through to determine. I think what I want to do is call it the couple Olympics to determine when it comes to the Nintendo Switch and the Switch games, which couple reigns supreme. The couple Olympics, if you will. And if Sarah's getting better, I mean, there's plenty of challenges that we could do. We've got Super Mario Kart. We could do a Grand Prix. We've got Super Smash Brothers. But I think if we do Smash, we need to have some stipulations. Like it needs to be. Well, Presley's already trying to claim Kirby. Speaking of which, because we haven't played it in a while either, Rhino has Nikki joined in on playing Smash? And if so, what are y'all's mains? Because we know that Krakus is going to bust out Ganondorf. You're welcome, sir, for suggesting it to you. Presley has laid claim to Kirby. Say again. Well, then don't cheat. The crazy thing is, you won't feel like cheating if you just don't cheat. It's like how the noob tube in Call of Duty wasn't technically cheating.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather have a more capable lot of orcs hold this place.
All right, so here is
But
the
I'm
goal.
stuck with you maggots.
The last time we tried to clear the 5th outpost, I, like an absolute amateur, was killed. And this is a permadeath mode of the game. So the goal is to not die. All right, we've got a machine. God, look at that hairdo. Trickster, fear of Caragors, damage by ranged attacks. Level 20. What's our level 24 over here? Beastmaster. And then, of course, we've got Poog, who did not leave. So we have a lot to do. That's been your goal every day. Is just don't die. And you've been successful so far. Well, you know what? I'm proud of you. Actually, I wonder if I can see if I can just cause some chaos. Now, Krakus, you'll be happy to see that I did not hurt the fluffy puppy at all. And I am in one of the few places where the fluffy puppy cannot get me.
He's a bug! Not this time. We got a talk hiding round here!
What you playing back there, sweetheart?
Look, the talk!
Oh, Enter the Gungeon.
Get reinforcements! First, it'll be the blade. Then... Look! Up above! Talk's got the ground! Fight him! I know you're here, Tom. You boys better not run! Get over it! For the machine!
Vulnerable to stealth. Vulnerable to stealth. Mortally distinct. Let's go get this easy kill. While those guys are duking it out. Look at that. Fluffy puppy is safe and completely unharmed. I did it for you! Me? If I had to pick, I mean, Link was my go-to as a kid. But to make it fair, whenever I play with Presley, I usually just play random. And so I let the game kind of decide who I should play as. So I don't know if I really have a main anymore. So there's 2 down, and we have been relatively unharmed. Let's see if we can get... Ooh. I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna really give you a run for your money, it might be worth breaking out Princess Travis. Princess Travis is cheating now? Princess Travis is just a well-designed character. That's all it is.
Right with me!
Be careful. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to be careful. I was trying to sneak up on him and I failed.
Kill you with it. You already tried that.
There we go. So that's 3 out of 5 down. That's unfair.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, look at that. He accidentally killed his own guy. And that right there is another outpost that has been captured. I have unfailed this stream. We are right back where we want to be. So we're going to hire some more mercenaries.
The outpost is ours.
That's the last outpost. So that means we should be able to now go through, do those last couple story missions. And hopefully those will go relatively quick. There's only one that I'm a little concerned about that I remember. That's right. No weenies here. No weenies here. So let's start by going through. Just hiring this last mercenary. And I wonder. Okay, no. I thought so. The reason I looked at that guy is I thought that he might be an Olag that defied death. Terrified. Oh, that's not terrible. So now we have a bodyguard. So we're looking pretty good. Yes, he's big, but one of the things that can happen is if you decapitate somebody and they defy death, their heads are bolted back on. And since he had that big metal headpiece, I was curious if that's what potentially caused it. So that's what I was looking for. And so now we are just kind of doing our last minute upgrades. We've got characters getting stronger. Ooh, I don't know if I should have done that one. Oh, that's not terrible. So, first things first, let's resupply. And we'll look at the map. So as you can see, there's just roaming captains kind of hanging about. And then there's just the keep. And so now, if we go here, we can see for the quests, all we have left, we're 75% complete. We will do the next story mission, and then we'll start working through the base defenses. And then we'll siege the castle. Should be able to fast travel there, save some time.
I've got to hand it to you, brother. This is a hell of a plan.
Let's get started. Are your men ready?
We're under attack!
Might just need a few more minutes.
You've gone too far!
There we go. Got the bonus objective. Now we just have to defeat the invaders.
All good things come to an end.
Restore our health. Ooh. I didn't know if you guys just saw, but we definitely just cut a dude right in half.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Disappoint me, you orc.
Go up like a quarrel! Attacking the water supply!
Alright, this is the mission that I was very nervous about, specifically for this part.
Hey, we have to drink that water. They'll poison the oasis
With what?
themselves.
Drink my food!
Yes, sweetheart. Green is better than blue, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh no. Golly. Oh, this is gonna be dumb. If I lose it here. Oh. Now
They'll
I
poison
thought
the oasis
With what?
that
themselves.
using the just normal bolts killed them, but it does not apparently. Why does it just give me these plain bolts here? Golly. Why do I not regain any focus? Golly. Oh, all right. We're going to try this one more time. Why is my focus draining? Okay. Here we go. And
They'll
if we
poison
can't
the
get it this time,
oasis.
With
then
what?
we're just going to call it, and we're going
Themselves.
to go do the other siege, so that way Krakus can see it, because I'm also getting tired.
Now he's bleeding a bit.
Unbelievable. Oh, golly.
I'm your last break.
You, sir, can kiss my butt.
Tonight.
Captains! Coming in through the canyon!
All right, that was a huge, huge pain in the butt.
Let none of them live!
That is generally our approach.
Vulnerable to stealth and sickly.
You're going to let them all.
Flammable. Vulnerable to stealth. Don't think I'm going to be able to sneak up on them. And I used all my fun stuff.
Trade you, but invading our home, that crosses a line.
Man swine! I was at your city when it fell. I watched the few survivors flee. None made it quite so far as you. But even you will go no farther.
Interesting.
No more neck flapping. Time to fight.
Nope.
There's some coin at the fortress. Have you come for them?
God, Lord. Mercenaries should take their coin and do their job. Otherwise, things get messy.
Healing nicely. You paid us to fight. Here we are.
You won't trick me.
Oh, goodness, of course. The one guy I chose is immune to execution. Now, I wonder if Circa dies, which looks like he's about to do. Of course.
When I have him on his knees, I'll end it for good.
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what just happened there, but man, did oh goodness.
Bet you're glad you hired me now.
Yes, I am, boy.
Hit harder! Enough playing talk!
Oh goodness gracious. Whew. All right, so just to try and understand my mentality, since I'm fighting these three guys and I don't have any like specialty bolts, all I'm trying to do is survive long enough for my helpers here, the other mercenaries, um, to help me finish the job.
Nicely done, brother.
Oh, look at that. I think we might have just kited that guy long enough that he burned himself to death. And with this guy, we should be able to finish him off just like this. And Mad Dog, yes, I am a teacher, and I am
Feel to lose your
currently
home
enjoying the snow
a
days that we're
second
having here in
time.
North Texas.
This will be the fate of all men.
What the heck? Why did he not die to that? I teach social studies, so history and geography. There we go. That's another decapitation. I think the mission was nice to us. Whew, that was tougher than it needed to be. This difficulty is unforgiving. I was never good at that at ancient history. U.S. history and government. Those are my go-tos. Geography is
We
easy
have
because it's maps,
won!
but world history was definitely my biggest challenge. So if that's
I don't
something that you're
understand.
good at, mad
Your home
props
has been
to you.
destroyed. Scores of your men are dead. The orcs will be coming back to finish you up. What have we won?
Today's fight.
Today's fight. What about tomorrow's? And the next day? And the next day? There's no end to it.
Right. All right. You're right. There is no end to it. This isn't the first time I've lost everything. They don't call me unkillable because I don't lose. It's because I never stop fighting. If I did, that would be the end of me.
Trying to take that fortress could be the end of you. You don't realize it, or you don't care. Either way, you're insane.
You're the one who traveled across Mordor to get to the desert. Allied with questionable mercenaries? Destroyed a canyon with a worm? Huh?
When you put it that way, it does sound insane.
Insane, yeah. I think now you understand me, my brother. Come on. Oh, I think I saw you flying yesterday.
All right, so that was a slog. And to anybody who watched that, whew, that was tough. So I think I'm going to double check, but I think, yeah, we can now do the conquest of Shindrum, which is the castle. So what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade our character. We're going to try and whittle down some of the defenses. And that way we can easily take this castle. I'm trying to see here what would be the best option. Definitely more health. So that's kind of what we're doing now. We're definitely on the downhill slope. We've got a couple more things that we can do to make it easy for ourselves. But we're getting there. And Mad Dog, to what you were saying, I also have a interesting story. When I was doing my teacher certification, when I was doing my, I know, yeah, we are old. But Crackers, you'll probably get a good laugh out of this too. When I was doing my teacher certification, and I had to, let's see, Craven flees in terror when faced with enemies that are higher level. It's a soft target. Okay, good. This is who we will go for. When I had to answer the questions about ancient history, most of the questions that I was able to answer for my teacher certification were because I played Age of Empires as a kid and remembered the different ancient civilizations and how they operated. And that's something that I looked back at and found very funny. That was basically the key to me becoming a teacher was A, passing that test, and then B, feeling like the way I was able to pass that test was from my video game knowledge. So something that I always look back on and laugh about. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and whittle down some of the defenses before we do the siege. And so what we're going to do is we are going to draw out the different captains, and
As grand as
once we
the
draw out the
fortresses of Greater
captains,
Mordor, except we will make this one our own.
we are going to kill him, and that's going to effectively eliminate some of the defenses for when we actually do the siege, which is going to be really beneficial to us. Axe throwing is something that I did for my bachelor party. And I was probably not as skilled as you, Mad Dog, because I did not hit bullseyes every time. In fact, I struggled. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, I see that captain down there. I'm trying to stay relatively hidden. I need to get at least 2 more kills in the last 10 seconds. There we go.
A slaughter like that gets my attention. The thing is, you don't want my attention.
What do we have here? Soft-headed. A lot of soft-headed enemies, which is very nice. Yeah, I guess that's true. We can do the throwing. It's just the hitting of the target that's difficult, right? So right now what I'm trying to do is just get to this guy, see if I can refill some of my bolts, which I was able to do, and then we should be able to jump right back up, take out these guys. So this captain is kind of a jerk because, as you can see, he has surrounded himself with bodyguards. So it really is a completely unfair fight. Normally, you would want to, uh, fight off the different captains one by one and then work your way up. We don't want to do that. We're just going to mess him up like this, especially because we know he's soft-headed, and we can't.
The strategy is flawed! Fall back!
Things by stealth. I mean, your specific set of skills, I don't know if I can, but one of the things that you learn, especially as being a coach, is some people do just happen to have a knack for things, and a lot of times, as Krakus can attest to, you try really hard to not get in the way of that. You just try and encourage it. Um, Now, what we have done here
I
is
underestimated this time.
because the captain is angry, he is enraged, and he is attacking everything. And he's actually just killed off 2 of his bodyguards for us, which has made this fight exponentially easier. So now all we are going to do is just finish him off. And so that's going to be the end of that. And what we'll see here is with that done, they had a Graug, right, that was inside the castle, ready to fight. But because we were able to kill him, they don't have that anymore. And so now that's 1 defense down. So we're going to basically repeat that process a couple more times. And if we look at the army, actually, we can see that defense is gone. And so now we have a couple more that we need to take care of. And as you can see, we can see their bodyguards too. We know what to expect from their bodyguards. We're just going to work our way down. Let's see, this should be our next one. And speaking of Rhino, I know you just got that compound bow. How's that treating you? Recurve, sorry. Yeah? Have you set up your target in the backyard yet?
Manfred, you want to scrap with my blood, brother? You're going to have to scrap with me.
Hey man, no judgment here. I support it. I support it 100%.
Move that. I should learn it.
Hey, man. Again, I support it.
I'm not massive.
You getting tired, sweetheart? All right, baby. You know, I did think that it was legal to own some of those things. I don't think it's necessarily normal for somebody to have a tank. Oh, so I'll be honest, I don't think I ever looked that up.
So it falls to me to put you down. Typical. I have to do everything else around here.
So soft. Stop it.
You can't trick me again.
There we go. That's another decapitation. So I just finished reading The Martian, kind of on that same vein. And in The Martian, one of the plans, if everything goes wrong, is for everyone to basically, if something goes wrong, they designate one person on this mission to Mars to survive. Kill torturers. Okay. And I thought it was so interesting because there is this. I don't know if it's ever been proven, but there is a theory that because humans aren't, like, it's not normal for creatures to like eat their own, that humans psychologically cannot handle like eating other humans, and like there's mental degradation if that happens. And so one of the things that I thought was really interesting when they talked about that was, or in the book when they reference it, was how specifically a person would kind of stay sane. And they kind of reference the fact that, you know, if they had to follow through on the plan, would that person be mentally sane afterward? And so I thought that's not that I've ever had the desire, but I've always thought that was interesting, just that there is a psychological component associated with
Dead bodies as much as the next
the
door.
act of
But
kind of eating your own.
This is too much.
All right, so we have a soft target. Get right back out of here. Get to a better vantage point. Vulnerable to stealth. Fear of brutality. That's for you, Krakus. Keeping the animals alive.
Come on, maggot. Let's see what you've got.
And Krakus, if you're still here, buddy, which I hope you are. Yeah, Krakus, being the sweetheart that you are. Um, I don't know if you've noticed, but every time we get a stealth kill now, we spawn some friendly animals to help us. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, perfect. There we go. That's 2 defenses down. So even though we've already broken the defenses, I'm still going to kill this guy simply because any orcs that we leave can kind of join into the battle. So we are going to keep the fight going, if you will. So that way there's one less enemy that we have to fight when we actually siege the castle here, which is coming up very quickly. We're able to kind of tear through these pretty quick. So we have 4 left. We'll hop right into this next one. Oh, poor guy.
Overwhelm him! See, he's not so bad.
All right. Oh no, Krakus. Krakus, I'm sorry, buddy. I have to do some damage. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. But for this mission, I have to hurt animals. So I need you to just turn away. I do. Look. I'm not given a choice. The bad guy won't come out if I don't do it. In this mode, I can't, Krakus. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, in this mode, I cannot. Or else I totally would. Because they are amazing. Instead, I have to be a mean old jerk.
Burning you on hot days.
I don't. I just let it burn. Something like this.
Larry would be so disappointed.
load of witless beasts. Let's see how you do against an Olog.
All right.
It's plundered over here.
He would be very hurt and disappointed. Man, the guilt trip coming on strong. Easy stealth kill. So we took out the bodyguard because we could daze our friend here. Jump back up, get an easy another kill. And I made sure for Krakus, for Steve, for Larry to be as violent as possible with that guy. All right, so it looks like we now have... What's going on? We've done missions, so why did it repopulate? I wonder if it's just forcing us to have it repopulate. If that's the case, we'll do one more mission, and if it repopulates again, then we will just get started with the raid, because it's getting late. And even though Krakus and I don't have work tomorrow, I can feel myself getting super tired. All right, I'm gonna make it up to you, Krakus. So this mission right here. All right, buddy. Well, let's. If you're on the struggle bus, and frankly, I'm doing this just for you. Let's just see if we can do it. Let's not waste any time with it. It's time to take the fortress. We haven't broken all the defenses, but we have options. And if I fail in the process, well, it just gives us an excuse to do it one more time.
So, you finally show your true colors. You take our gold. You lie to us. And now you show up at my gates to kill us. Men are such vile creatures. My boys will enjoy slaughtering the lot of you!
I don't think he likes us much.
He's about to like us a lot less.
Show no mercy!
So, one of the last upgrades that we purchased was
Show no mercy!
those sabotage explosives at the beginning right here at the door. So that way we are able to jump right in and start clearing out defenses. The first thing we want to do is get rid of this big hunk of junk over here. So now our enemies can get in here, and you can see we have objectives uh, all throughout here. So we've just got to go through, capture these different parts of the fortress. That's 1 point captured. So now we move on to point B. And as we go through, we have to fight off the defenders and anybody who would be kind of the defender of that region. So we were able to take 2 of them out, which is pretty good. It's a good start. And so what we do now is just fight our way to the keep. You can see we have all our guys that we hired throughout this gameplay with us. And we are turning the tide. Now, one of the things that you can kind of see here is because we didn't kind of kill off these captains, they're actually sitting at the next point waiting for us. We're going to see if we can get a better vantage point, maybe take some of them out. Soft-headed. Ow. I don't know what hit me. Who's hurt? Besides me.
I'm back in the fight. Like that. Not a bad trick, eh?
There we go. Accidentally killed his own bodyguard. What a dingus.
No escape.
Then capture this point. There we go. You're okay, big guy.
Stay away from the fire. They'll suffer now.
All right. So we've got 1 victory point left. We're going to see if we can get over there quick. Then we'll be able to storm the Interkeep. You can see here we've got the sabotage crates ready to go, so we are able to actually blow open that door. And as soon as we take this part of the keep, we are going to be pretty much done. Crackers, I hope this is entertaining for you, buddy, because I've been trying to convince you specifically for this part of the game, getting to capture these castles, and I know we kind of did it not necessarily rushed, but now it's time for the big showdown. Oh, I guess we do have 2 more. See what kind of enemies we got here. Terrified of stealth. vulnerable to stealth,
Let's make this a
and hysterical. I want to make sure that you stay alive. It's okay, big guy. Pat, pat, pat. I'll pat you on the back.
brothers in arms.
Of the vanishing sun!
There we go.
It's easier prey out there.
Oh, the Legolas kill. The stab and then shot with the same arrow. A beautiful thing. All right, we got one more point that we need to capture. We can let that guy run away because he's terrified. It looks like we've only got one defender over here, and he is vulnerable to stealth, so that's what we're going to try and do, is just sneak right up on top of him. Oh, we're going to try. So you guys can see, if you watch through the whole stream, how important hiring strong mercenaries that aren't afraid of things like fire and curse would be. Because there is a lot of fire and cursed enemies that we have to fight. So we have now captured all of the points. Now we just need to kill off the last war chief,
Stay outside and make sure I'm not
which I believe is this gentleman. Oh no, sir.
You can count on me. I won't let you down.
Oh, that's not who I wanted. There we go. Now, before we run in there, because I would hate to put in all this effort just to mess up at the end, we're going to grab some supplies, and then we're going to go in and fight the last boss. Let's see if we can adjust. 2 skill points. And then let's go to army. So what I'm doing now is I'm just looking at who we know this is the last guy that we have to fight. Actually, and I want to see what his details are. Fear of execution, damaged by execution, savages. All right, so just gotta fight him. Oh, I didn't realize he died. Oh, and I can't hire anybody, so we just gotta do it. And as I said last time when we were going through this, every orc, whatever faction they're a part of, their castles, their keeps look different. So since this one is a marauder, this is what the marauders look like. And he's actually a story commander, so
Well,
his
that
looks
doesn't
even
seem
different
even.
from that.
Even would be an arm for an arm. I got bored out there.
So we're gonna just take out his friends.
We're going to cut you off! You shall! Blood on the top!
Ooh, shooting at me. Hey, stop that.
I'll never trust mercenaries again! You won't catch me! I knew mercenaries couldn't be trusted!
This should be it.
My death changes nothing. You have no idea what's coming. The Dark Lord will return, and when he does, all of your kind will be wiped out.
And there we go. The final decapitation, the end of the DLC. One great
Truly is a
castle
splendid
raid.
dwelling. The finest place I've ever called home.
Some would call it ostentatious.
Not me. The Marauder Orcs may be bloodthirsty demons, but they have impeccable taste.
They were always going to try and retake it.
Who can blame them?
How unfortunate for them that they will find it unoccupied.
Where are the man pigs?
He does like to put on a show, doesn't he?
It's a she. Gwendolyn.
Krakus. It was all about the animals the whole time.
Tricked her underbits.
I have not forgiven your debt, Master Dwarf. Hey, I know where you live.
Well, at least I have a place to live, eh?
He's got me there.
You know, there are other fortresses, much grander than this one.
Tell me more.
Gorgoroth, for one. How do you feel about lava?
Well, look, if there's going to be more battles, you'll need a title.
I think I'm fine.
Baranor the Worm Herder.
No.
Baranor the Disarming.
Very clever.
Baranor the Dwarf Friend.
I don't know about friend.
Baranor the Manbird.
Definitely not.
Baranor the Conqueror.
Well, that's not bad.
Let's go with Manbird.
Whew. Oh, goodness gracious. That was tough. So, first and foremost, thank you guys so much. If you've been sticking around, if you were stuck around for part 1 and part 2, especially part 2, man, to die and have to start relatively all over was intense, and this turned out to be much longer than I thought. Thank you, Krakus. Thank you, Astro Chad. Of course, Rhino, Mr. Jote, Mad Dog. It was great talking to you in the chat. Thank you for coming around and following, man. I hope we keep in touch, and I hope you join in for the next stream. With that being said, I do have an announcement. So, starting on Thursday, we my wife and I are going to go through and we are going to play It Takes Two, and we're going to have different theme days every week. So if you haven't heard or if you haven't followed my Instagram, you can see the different theme days there. But this Thursday, so in 2 days, we're just going to be talking about meet cutes, how cute people or how couples met and the cute ways that they met. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be kind of lighthearted compared to the overwhelming gore, death, and destruction from Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. But I'm super excited about it. I know she's super excited about it. Uh, Thank you guys again for being a part of this journey. And otherwise, if you're sticking around, I'm going to raid out here in a minute to another streamer. Thanks for being a part of this. And y'all have a great night. And if you're here in North Texas, enjoy that snow day. So, without further ado, y'all have a great evening.